Hey guys, I hope you're having a fabulous day. Today I'm just going to be talking about a couple of our Christmas traditions around here, and this is completely off the top of my head, so don't mind the brain fog pretty much. It's been real thick lately. So my memory is really bad and the thinking is slow for anybody who's not familiar with brain fog. Anyways, so one tradition that we have is my mom does a ton of baking and making fudge, so all different types of cookies, and we're going to be making some cookies this week, so that's exciting because we're supposed to have a snow day again, which is great, but a little bit painful. And then another tradition is that we go and we pick out a real fresh Christmas tree from the farm. We're not really able to, with my health, like go and cut one down anymore. We did do that quite a few times though growing up. Actually, fun fact, when I was little, we had gotten a free tree for my room, so I had a real live Christmas tree in my room when I was little. So as we got older, it was like somebody had known my parents, I think my dad, and decided to give me a Christmas tree when they got their tree. So after that, I ended up with my own artificial tree, and after that, all my siblings, the kids, ended up with their own trees. So everybody decorates their room. So I guess that's another tradition. So it's at least 3 so far. Trying to just think of this all off the top of my head, and I hope you can't hear my Facebook dinging. Hopefully not. And then, of course, we all kind of just decorate the tree together, which is lots of fun. We did that last night. It was a little bit exhausting. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting it to go a little bit smoother, but it didn't. And then this next one, I feel like some people are going to think it's weird, but that's okay because it's my tradition and it's something that I solely came up with by myself, which I guess I'm just strange. So I have all the ashes from my pets who have passed away since I was really little. The first one passed away when I was around 6 years old. And my parents wanted to put their ashes in the backyard. But of course, I threw a fit. Not really a fit, but I was really upset. It was like, you can't do that because what if we move? Then they're going to be stuck here and we're not going to be with them. So they decided to leave them in the closet. And every year for Christmas, we put them under the tree because they all loved Christmas. And this way they're still, a little part of the family and the fun and the festivities, Because I've always, since I was born, basically been really close to all of our animals. So I feel like when you're around animals, like in the womb, like you're just used to them and you just love being around them. At least I do. So they've all just been really important to me. So I just kind of take my time and remember them, and we put out their boxes of ashes, and usually my cat Gracie helps because her best friend, Hope, had passed away. She was 2 years old from an autoimmune condition. So some of my pets actually have passed from autoimmune and heart problems. So I guess too, that's why I take it a little bit harder. You can understand, having an autoimmune condition. So it's just important for me to kind of remember them. So I'm doing that later. Spend some time with Gracie, and I let her sniff Hope's old collar, and she does it every year, and she purrs and rolls around, and she's happy. The cat's tradition is sliding under the Christmas tree, and moving around the tree skirt. Sadie's other tradition is undecorating my Christmas tree. She doesn't undecorate any other Christmas tree, just mine. She doesn't touch any of my siblings, doesn't touch the real tree, just mine. One year I came home and all the ornaments were off. I was like, what happened to my tree? And she's just sitting there like, hi, what's up? She never realizes, like, when she's in trouble that she's in trouble. It never computes. And she's just over there under the tree now. I guess technically another tradition is when we go and cut down our tree, I always, we get a bigger tree, so they, cut off the bottom branches a lot of times. So I take at least a branch or two, and I give it to my girls, my cats, and they love to just sit under them. Really, Sadie does. She's just obsessed with the Christmas trees. And then on the animal thing, I'm not really going in any particular order, which I did mention, so you can't complain about it. We saw this on Little Bear, I know, right? But traditions start sometimes when you're really, really little. So, but we still kept it up. So Christmas Eve, we get together like a little tray and we leave a tray of like apples and carrots and stuff out for all of the animals, the deers and everybody. But I guess this year it'll be a little bit different with Miss Bambi. Oh my gosh, guys, she's gotten so big, but man, that girl knows her name and she knows us. And she has better vision than I thought that deers did. Like, one day I like passed the glass sliding door in the dining room and she realized that I was there. I don't know how, but she was able to figure it out and she starts wagging her tail and licking her lips and she's like, all right, I'm getting an apple. So it was really, really funny. But that's another tradition, and that's Christmas Eve. And then also on Christmas Eve, I love Christmas Eve. It's like, I don't really know which is my favorite, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I don't know. It's really, really hard to pick. But we also go to candlelight service, so I absolutely love that. This year we're going to the church that my mom's filling in at, so it's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be great. When we were younger, my brother and I are 4 years apart in age, so when we were younger, we would get up insanely early. And I'm talking like 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I would bring up like all of our board games, all of our books, and like a bunch of other stuff to do. I'd wake him up like around 4, I'd set my alarm, and then go get him up, and then we would like stay in his room and like play and read and do stuff until I think it was 6:30 or 7 we were allowed to get up, my parents, and then we'd go get them up and then go downstairs for gifts, except for then I guess, I don't know if this is a tradition or not. You can debate that, I guess, in the comments if this is a tradition. But I usually go around, and again, I still do this, tradition, habit, whichever one you want to call it. I go around and I kind of get everybody else to open up stuff that I got them, including the pets. I'm like, oh, open this one first. And then it finally gets to the point that somebody yells at me because they get frustrated. And they're like, go open up your own stuff. But I'm like, but I want so-and-so to see this, you know? Just saying. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like we probably have more Christmas traditions. I feel like when you actually sit down and think of it, you have more traditions than you're aware of, if that makes sense. Oh, and I really, like, I am such an animal person, if you can't tell. I have all my pets get their ornaments, and they take a picture with their ornament, and then they put it on the tree with me. So, like, Abby, she'll, like, walk up to a branch, and I'll put it on the tree with her. And then Gracie, my gray cat, I will hold her, and she kind of, like, picks a branch, and she's really smart. So, she just kind of hits a branch, and I'll put it on that branch and take their pictures and stuff. So, big animal person, if you can't tell. I've already mentioned this, but I do photo shoots with them every year, which I mentioned in my dog bucket list video. I'll leave that in the description if I remember, so you can go check that out. But I just use decorations and take lots of awesome pictures of them, and it makes me happy, especially when I'm in the hospital or at doctors and stuff. I can, kind of look through some happy pictures. Yeah. Oh, and another tradition is staying out of the ER on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. No doctors, none of that stuff. Somebody was like, you want to go to the doctor Christmas Eve? I was like, no thanks, I'll pass. They're like, oh, then you have to wait till January. I was like, oh, well, c'est la vie. I'm not going to the doctor on Christmas Eve. My mom's a pastor. How's that going to work? Okay, I think that's it, guys. Oh, and then last one, I promise. The other tradition I have is I've been doing the same Christmas devotional for a couple years now. I wanted to add a couple new devotionals this year, but I've been so weak and so tired, it just did not work out, which is okay. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed because I did want to read the one. Okay, I wanted to read both of them a lot, but I'm just doing the Ann Voskamp one, and I like to listen to her videos and stuff, so I guess that's technically another tradition. So this was kind of all over the place, and I kind of figured this is why I don't usually just sit down and do videos. I kind of like plan them out, because I just go all over the place with brain fog and a little bit ADD at times, if you can't tell. It happens. It runs in the family. But yeah, so those are some of our Christmas traditions. I'm sure, like I said, we have plenty more, and I feel like most families do. So I'd love to hear your traditions in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Bye!